When Northern Michigan looks for champions, it looks to 9 and 10. Northern Michigan sports leader.
Tonight on Sports Extra, the Tigers celebrate their AL championship, then go on to bomb the Bronx Bombers in their home opener. The Whitecaps look to go 2-0 against Dayton. Michigan gets prepped for the Final Four, and the Red Wings look to make an early lead hold up against the Avalanche.
9 and 10 Sports Extra starts now on Northern Michigan sports leader.
Good evening. Welcome to Sports Extra. I'm Aaron Mills. Well, the Tigers went homerless in their three-game series in Minnesota, where they dropped 2 out of 3 to the Twins. The Bats swinging much bigger during today's home opener against the Yankees, getting 1 from Alex Avila and 2 from Prince Fielder. Well, the AL championship flag flying high on the center field pole now, but it's a former Tiger flying high in the third inning. Prince Fielder ripping a laser towards the wall and right, but Brennan Bosch knowing his way around the park, going up, crashing into the wall, holds on for the catch. Bosch going 1 for 4 at the dish in his return home today as well. Doug Fister, kind of a strange stat line, 5 innings, walks 2, hits 2 batters, and here he gives up this 2-run homer in the 5th, puts Detroit in a 3-2 hold. Bottom 5, Prince Fielder going to bail him out. 2 on, 2 out, and Prince getting just enough of this one to clear the wall in right over Bosch's head and gone. Tigers retaking the lead at 5-3. It's 6-3 in the bottom of the 7th when Prince getting way gone with it into the seats in right. 409-footer puts the Tigers up 8-3. That's your final. Fister getting the W. Fielder becoming the first Tiger since Dimitri Young in 2005 to hit at least 2 homers in the home opener. West Michigan Whitecaps went walk-off winner against Dayton last night. Much easier go of it today. Montreal Robertson, 5 hitless innings for him today. The offense rolling along. Bennett Picker, RBI single in the 6th, makes it 4-0. And bottom 7, it's Devon Travis sending a chopper over the drawn-in infield. Plays Austin Schatz for a 5-0 lead. Caps taking a 6-0 lead into the 9th, where Jose Valdez gonna lock it down. Gets that complete game 2-hit, 6-0 win. Day 2 of the season for the Loons at Dow Diamond today. Great Lakes a 2-run lead heading into the 9th, but 6 runs by the Dragons, giving Dayton a 6-2 win. Loons now 0-2 to start the 2013 campaign. CMU baseball team winning the first game of a 3-game set against Northern Illinois. On the mound, sophomore Jordan Foley striking out a career-high 12 while improving to 5-1 on the year. CMU softball team sweeping a pair from Buffalo. Macy Merchant, 4 hits, 3 runs scored at the top of the Chips lineup. CMU improving to 17-11 on the season, 3-1 now in the MAC. Less than 24 hours till tip-off between Michigan and Syracuse in what will be the first Final Four game for the Wolverines in 2 decades. Head coach John Beilein's been on the sidelines for many big postseason college basketball games before, but nothing quite like the pomp and circumstance of a Final Four game. He's impressed with how his young teams handled the bright lights and added media exposure this week in Atlanta.
The last 48 hours have been a lot of fun for everyone. Did not realize as usually a spectator at these events how much went on behind the scenes. Really proud the way our kids are handling it, and we're pretty focused when we get out on the court, when we're doing film, when we're doing our walkthroughs. They're right on it.
More good news from Michigan fans today. Point guard Trey Burke adding another piece of hardware to his trophy case, giving the John Wooden Award as the nation's most outstanding player. Red Wings in Colorado taking on the Avs. Detroit on the board, 8.5 minutes into it, courtesy of the power play. Pavel Datsyuk getting his 12th of the year as we see again a nice setup. Henrik Zetterberg, Johan Franzen hooking up Pav on the score later in the first. It's 13 seconds after a Colorado goal tied it at 1. The Wings get the lead back. Gustav Nyquist intercepts it, finishes it off right there, putting the Wings out front. But in the third, the Avs go equalizer. P.A. Parento connected on the wicked one-timer from Jamie McGinn. It squares it to 2s, and that's our score right now. Game on going late in the third. The Detroit Lions have a new old kicker. The team signing former 49ers kicker David Akers tonight. Akers, 38, just 4 years younger than Jason Hansen, who retired yesterday. Now, Akers missed 13 of his 42 field goal tries last year, but also tied an NFL record with a 63-yarder against the Packers. Now, I'm following in Jason Hansen's footsteps in a way, calling it a career tonight. With this being my last show here on 9 and 10, we will say our goodbyes when Sports Extra returns.
The Highland Conference title was on the line. Aaron Mills is live with Overtime on the Road. Aaron.
I'm joined by 30 of my closest friends here. Let's sticking around here in Beale City. The Detroit Tigers are kind of streaky. Not like Ray Stevens' 1997 comedic song about a streaker streaky. It's more like lose games, win games, and then lose some games. When Sports Extra rolls on, no Whoopi Goldberg, but a sister act nonetheless. Highlights from Serena and Venus Williams' day at Wimbledon when we return. Hard to believe that was 10 years ago. Even harder to believe that kid who made reference to Ray Stevens and Whoopi Goldberg actually made it through his rookie year, and you let him stick around for a decade, going through his kind of awkward phase before finally finding a voice on TV and a home with you right here in Northern Michigan. So this marking the end of an era, but also the beginning of a new life. When I came to 9 and 10 News back in October of 2002, the plan, well, it was 1 year and out, but met a cute little German girl on a blind date, eventually convinced her to marry me. We bought a house, had a beautiful daughter. A few years later, added another pretty little girl to the family, and all of a sudden, it's 10 and a half years later. I have absolutely cherished my time here, getting to cover everything from Little League Baseball all the way up to the Super Bowl, but my favorite part of every day has always been covering local sports and sharing the memories of you and your children that have all made over the years. I'm lucky really to have been part of your lives, and I absolutely thank you for that. But now I have a family of my own, and I want to make sure that I'm able to share in those memories as well, and working until midnight every night, really kind of making that tough. So now I'm going to be giving the whole real person thing a shot. Going to work an 8 to 5 job, come home for dinner, kiss my girls on the forehead at bedtime, have an actual in-person conversation with my wife on the couch instead of over the phone. It's probably going to be a little strange, yeah, but it's going to be amazing. This, not the last you'll see me, though, I promise. My career changed, taking me to Special Olympics Michigan in Mount Pleasant. Really extremely excited to begin as their new coordinator of public relations and social media. That means you'll probably hear from me during the summer games in late May, early July. See me polar plunging with Michigan this morning as well. So it's not goodbye, it's see you soon. And with that, it's time to call tonight. So for one last time, that'll do it for Sports Extra. David Letterman standing by as always. He's got next. Have a great weekend, folks.